Have you ever poured your heart into a growth plan only to realise it feels more like a wish list than a roadmap? Now, you're not alone, and it might be time to reassess what's really achievable. A growth plan is essential for both personal and business development. It serves as a blueprint, guiding us towards our goals and helping us measure progress. Without it, we risk wandering aimlessly, unsure of our direction or how to get back on track. But let's face it, many of us create plans that are overly ambitious or disconnected from reality. One of the biggest mistakes people make is setting goals that are too lofty or expecting overnight success. We often ignore the time and resources required to achieve our objectives. I've seen people set arbitrary targets without considering potential roadblocks or their own capacity. For instance, somebody might aim to double their business revenue in a month without a clear strategy or extra resources. When reality sets in, they get frustrated and give up. Unrealistic expectations can also stem from a lack of understanding of the current situation. We might overlook our limitations or underestimate the effort required. Another common pitfall is not accounting for setbacks or failures along the way. We tend to envision a smooth journey to success, but in reality, things don't always go as planned. Life gets in the way and we find ourselves off track. The danger of having an unrealistic growth plan is that it can lead to burnout or disappointment. When we don't see the results we expected, we might lose motivation or doubt our abilities. That's why it's crucial to set goals that are both challenging and attainable. So what makes a growth plan realistic? Now, a realistic growth plan starts with measurable goals. You need to define what success looks like and track your progress. This means setting specific targets like increasing revenue by 20% over the next quarter, rather than vaguely aiming to grow the business. It also involves creating a timeline that's achievable. Break down long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones. Resource allocation is another critical element. Be honest about what you have and what you need to achieve your goals. This might mean securing additional funding, hiring new talent, or investing in tools and technology. A realistic plan considers these factors and builds them into the strategy. It's about being practical and adaptable. A realistic plan also accounts for potential obstacles. Consider what could go wrong and how you'll handle it. This doesn't mean being pessimistic, it's about being prepared. For example, if you're launching a new product, think about supply chain issues, market competition, or changes in consumer behaviour. So let me share an example of a company that turned their challenges into success with a realistic growth plan. They were a small business struggling to compete with large companies. Instead of trying to outspend them, they focused on a niche market that was underserved. They set modest goals and worked diligently to build relationships with their customers. Their growth was steady and sustainable because they weren't trying to be everything to everyone. They adapted to changes in the market and continuously evaluated their progress. What started as a modest plan turned into a thriving business that stood out in a crowded industry. This is a testament to the power of setting realistic goals. In the end, having a realistic growth plan isn't about playing it safe. It's about setting yourself up for genuine success. When your goals are achievable, you're more likely to stay motivated and see real progress. So take a closer look at your growth plan and ask yourself, is it a roadmap to success or is it just a wish list? If you've had experiences with growth plans, whether they worked or not, share them with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you're looking for more insights on setting effective strategies, set effective goals, check out our video on 5 goal setting mistakes that are holding you back.